Like, I honestly got this shoe and I never thought that I was going to be able to get this. I'm really excited about these. Alright guys, so we got back to the house. It's day 9 million of the quarantine, so that's been fun. At this point, I've realized that all I'm doing is just buying shoes and writing music and kind of like everything I want to do eventually. So that's been a nice little break. But really big news on the sneaker side of things. I got probably a shoe I didn't even think existed. So I just ordered the Hangul 1.0. It's a Korean exclusive. So that is getting shipped from Thailand. It's kind of an interesting story, so I'll tell you guys about it. Hopefully everything works out with it. But I'm optimistic at least about it right now. So I'd been scouring the internet for this shoe. The Tokyo, it's like the sister shoe to the Tokyo in the City Pack. The City Pack was Asian exclusive. When that shoe came out, it was kind of hard to get one. I know that the Tokyo's kind of popped up a little bit. People were thinking it was going to be a separate release too, stateside. Still may, we don't know. There's no confirmation of it. But the Pastel Pack was going to be its own, and then the Tokyo, it all just kind of got thrown together. The 1.0s, which are the interchanging white base with a white 1.0, black Continental sole, and they have the red and blue Ultra Boost, and it's interchangeable on each shoe. I'm really looking forward to that shoe. I think that it was if everything works out, it's kind of like a plug, I guess, now that I've figured out how to get some of these Asian exclusives and how to do that, because I bought it from Atmos in Bangkok. You couldn't buy them anywhere, and honestly, I didn't even think that they made my size. A lot of Asian exclusives sometimes will only go to about a size 11, and I cannot do that. So this one though, somehow, some way on Atmos Bangkok, they had a size 12 UK, which is a 12 and a half, which is my size, which was really meant, I guess it was just meant to be for me to have this shoe. Been looking at it for a couple months, trying to figure out how I would be able to find it, and then I kind of just was like, all right, if I never get this shoe, I never get it. But apparently in Asia and in Thailand, and particularly Atmos Bangkok, that shoe is not that popular, because it was actually 50% off on that shoe. I paid $96 for this shoe, which right now there's one on GOAT that I've seen that's my size, it's in the realm, and it's $750. You know, that's where a lot of people can have a problem, because they go, well, I don't know what to do. I can't, they don't ship to the United States. They don't do any of that. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, man, what a pain in the ass that this international website doesn't do international shipping. And I was like, well, it's pretty, I think it's pretty just, I guess, ignorant of me to think that everybody should do international shipping. But I was, you know, when you find it, and I was like, shit, I was like, didn't even think that they had made that size. And then I saw it was 12 UK, and I was like, that's a 12 and a half. Bike sounds like it's shitting its pants. I saw that it was a 12 UK, and I was like, shit, that's a 12 and a half. I was like, that's my size. I was like, it's meant to be. And then I tried to figure out, you have friends that are from Thailand, and I was like, do I hit somebody up? Like, what do I do? All of that was completely wiped away. Found a lot out there if you guys are looking for these. This is kind of the main point of this part of the video. Asian exclusives, if you want to get them, you can use proxy services. If you are safe and if you know what you're doing, you can use a proxy service or a forwarding service, and they will buy it on your behalf. And you will then pay all the fees that they charge, and they will then get it ordered to a address that's in that country, and then they will then ship it to you for a fee and all the shipping costs and everything like that. So that's kind of what had happened in this one, is I found one that's in Thailand that could do that, and then it's been pretty smooth. There was a mix-up where they were saying that the size that I wanted wasn't available, and I had to go back and forth a couple emails, but they did a pretty good job, pretty good response time. Within an hour, I was talking to somebody, you know, completely across the other side of the world, and we had a deal, and I had already sent them money. It was only, I think I spent $115. They do some invoices, so if you guys ever use one of these services, what they do is they will charge you twice. But the way they do it is they'll charge you for the item sometimes first, and then once they get it, then when they ship it, they're going to charge you for the shipping. Really isn't going to take too long. I'm probably going to DHL these overnight, or at least really fast. So that'll probably be where it gets more expensive, is in the shipping, if you want to do that. But I want these shoes because I want to have them to show you guys, because I have not seen any real unboxing or review based in the States of these. You know, I think a lot of times people maybe just are not informed of how to do these things or how to get these shoes, because there's a lot of Asian exclusive stuff that comes out and a lot of European exclusive stuff that comes out that a lot of people want. But once they hear the word exclusive, they think it's all over, but it's 2020 and we're in the age of the internet. You know, but if you ever use one of these services, I always recommend you go through PayPal. Don't do any, you know, don't do gifts. Don't gift the money to somebody to do it. Don't do anything like that, because you can get completely screwed. Use PayPal. Go through the proper means. Be protected when you use these, because you never know what's going to happen. Always do research on the source. If you're sending money to somebody overseas and you can't find any track record of them on the internet or anything like that, if it smells fishy, it probably is fishy. With this one, it was one of the top recommended services that comes out of Thailand, so I was really happy with it, and we're gonna see if it goes through. They had placed the order for it, but I'm really excited for this shoe. I can't wait to get it, and I can't wait to show it to you guys. Alrighty. So, like I've been telling you guys, that we are buying shit left and right during quarantine time, even though I know I probably shouldn't be. But right here, as I had a shoe coming from Thailand, it finally got here. Funny story about this before I get into it too much. The way I got this, like I said, I used a proxy forwarding service that's based out of Thailand. It's called Thai-Fi. I didn't want to tell you guys what this was. This is kind of like a review to see how their ways of it was. Pretty transparent, didn't have any issues. I got it's kind of funny with this box, because there is a shoe in here that I got on sale, but to get it shipped over from Thailand, Bangkok to the west, to get this thing shipped from Thailand over here to the East Coast in Virginia, this fucker costed me $200 to get it shipped over here. So actually the shipping was more than the shoes, but the shoes I'm never gonna find. Fuck all this other stuff. Let's just open the box. Let's see. I ordered it a couple weeks ago, and then, so the way the service works, you buy it first, you send them the money, you send them a link to what you want, the size, the amount, the quantity. You let them know, hey, I want to buy this, and they go, okay, well, let's go check and see if it's available. And then they tally up everything. Well, then they send you an invoice. First invoice, you pay them, then they get it. They then pay for the shipping that gets to them, and then once they get it, they send you an invoice for the domestic shipping and then your international shipping. So I only paid $115, I think, for the shoe. It was actually on sale, which is kind of crazy when I show you what it actually is. I've already listed kind of what it is, but I want to show you in hand. This is probably going to be the only English review of this shoe. So if you guys check this video out, thank you very much. Please go check out all the other videos on the channel. Trying to get kind of going through that. If you feel like you want to, you know, tag around, that's up to you. I don't ask people to subscribe on my channel. I just, you know, if you want to fuck with it, you can fuck with it. If you don't, it's all cool. But I have the other pair in this pack, so it's kind of weird. So let's just open it and cut all the rest. This is the box. It is all sorts of international. You have your international stickers and all that, but yeah, it was sent from Bangkok, Thailand to me. So I don't know what this stuff is. I sent it through, got it through DHL. Like I said, this was like $200 to get sent to me, which was kind of crazy, but you know, I think to now, with what's going on in the world, the other options, that if you ever use the service, I will say the other options for shipping, there are other options. You can do a parcel, or you can do a letter envelope. That's not an option for these. The two options that I had, it was like $17, but it would take 2 months to get to you. And then there was another one that was like $30, and that would have taken a month to get to you. And then they were like, well, you can just pay for this express DHL, and that's what I did. Let's see if it was worth it. First off, I will say they did a very good job shipping it. There's a thank you card too. So that's always good to see, especially when you're buying international, and because you don't know how this shit is going to get shipped. Huh, bars. You never know how they're going to send this stuff to you, so it's good that they will send it like that. So thank you for your purchase. Always nice to see stuff like that. The bubble wrap is always good. Some paper in there. They have a bag in the bottom of this thing. So I bought these from Atmos in Bangkok, and they sent me the Atmos bag. Atmos is a really big boutique store. They're in a couple other countries. Japan, I think, is the original one. Hopefully in this vlog, at some point in the next couple of years, we can go to the original Atmos. But these are from Atmos Bangkok. This is an absolute rarity of the shoe. Looks to be legit, so let's slide it out. The box did get a little bit of beat, but I mean, I don't really care about the box. It's gonna do that international shipping. They gotta throw this shit all willy-nilly. But let's open it up. Ooh, nice. Very nice. This is a very Asian tag, I will say. But we have your Hangul. Yeah, these are fucking sick. Everything seems legit on it. It looks good. We have the tab on the back. But let's grab both of these. Throw this box to the side. The Hangul 1.0s. Hopefully this light is... I will get some detailed shots. But all white 1.0. These are absolutely beautiful. The back, you have the straps back here. So Hangul is actually the written language in Korea. When I first was looking at the shoe, I had to kind of do some research. But Hangul is actually the language. So these letters are Hangul writing. That's a really cool shoe. This shoe is very impressive off of just the first views that I have of it. It gives me like some Woodwood vibes, I think, is really kind of the thing I get mostly from these. I'm very happy with them. It was very interesting to get them shipped out here because, like I said, they were really expensive to ship. But a 12.5, this was a no-brainer. This shoe, I don't know anywhere else that is going to have it in the 12.5 because a lot of these shoes in Asia only get made up to an 11. So that was kind of the weird part about finding this. And then once I found it on the internet, I knew I had to have it. So that's kind of that. Let's get some detailed shots of these, and then I'm going to talk about them a little more in depth here in a second. I've noticed one thing already that kind of is fucking with me, but not too bad. I think I figured out probably why this happened. The left shoe, there is a slight discoloration in this white pattern right here on this mesh. I would probably take a guess and say that at Atmos, I bet this was probably in the window or it was somewhere near sunlight. I think that is probably sunlight that has done that to it. And Thailand being a hotter climate and brighter pretty much all throughout, I do think it probably has discolored it a little bit. It's not the end of the world. It's not a humongous deal because I am going to wear these and they probably will get kind of dirty. But yeah, so I just noticed that a little bit. I don't think it's Thai-Fi's fault. I think that that's probably something out of my hands. It may have been either they sat it there because I know the mesh may go a little bit different. But yeah, it's not a humongous deal. There's a little bit of difference you can see. Maybe a little bit in the camera. I don't know if the camera will show it. A little bit of discoloration, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. The cool part about this, the bottom parts, like I was saying, this does have a Woodwood kind of vibe. It's got a red blue. Obviously, it's Korea, and it is a Korean exclusive. It was Asian release, so I'm sure you can find it in other parts of Asia, as I found these in Thailand. But these shoes are cool. I do like them. I'm pretty freaked out by white shoes, but we'll see. This is just a really cool one to add to the collection. Obviously, like I said, it was a shoe that I knew I was never going to ever find again, and with the small imperfections, I think, are greatly outweighed by just the really, I think, well-engineered design that happened with this shoe. The insole, too. One insole is blue. This one is red. It has your Hangul writing that is right here. If anybody knows Korean or knows how to translate that, what does that say? I would probably imagine it says like Ultra Boost or something like that. But yeah, if you watch the video and you know what that says, please leave a comment down below. Yeah, but like I said, I got these and I'm very happy with them. I think it's cool. They come with alternate laces too for the blue tip. So I think the red ones, we'll probably put the blue tip laces on there and we'll keep the red tip laces on the blue one. But just like to keep it varying. Closer look too, like you see, we have the white 1.0 pattern. I've picked up so many 1.0s recently. I probably need to do a collection video soon just to kind of show off a little bit of what has been picked up recently. But yeah, we have the white, you have your white 1.0 pattern right here with it's like a very slightly different gray, a little bit of gray that's kind of sprinkled up in there. Kind of give it a little contrast difference. It's not like the creams on the other white 1.0s. Also with those, I honestly do believe that the all white 1.0s will probably be coming back soon. So that'll be kind of cool to see those. But yeah, you have that. You do have Continental Tread on these, so these should be good to ride for a little bit. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this shoe. I'm kind of freaked out by white shoes because I've never had white shoes before. So this will kind of be scary as shit. But it probably won't actually bother me that much if one's already kind of got a thing going with it, so it won't freak me out too much to keep them like super pristine. But yeah, they were expensive. If you guys want to get these shoes, you're gonna have to go through alleyways and canals, just like Kendrick Lamar said. Well, it's canals and alleyways, but that's the Hangul 1.0s. So let's get some foot project, get that roll on these.